Guys, it's Juke Man here once again. I'm going to be talking about stray pigeons and how and where they've come from. Firstly, they're a domesticated bird. That means that they're not a wild bird. They just didn't come out of the wild and then start breeding and then ended up all over the place. They're domesticated means that the man from many years ago has bred these pigeons, and how they've gone to be all over the place in suburbs and supermarkets and all over the place. They have been in a race at some stage, and what I mean by a race is they take thousands of pigeons and they race them. Now people say that's cruel, people say this, people say that. I'm not going to go into all that. I'm just going to go into sticking up for these little guys. These guys have got no choice sometimes of being strays and ending up in supermarkets, on people's roofs. They're very amazing animals. They're not just a dumb pigeon. If you look at the pigeon, how they're so smart, what bird can go from Melbourne to Sydney in a couple of hours? That's amazing, so they're not as dumb as what people say they are. And getting back to saying, oh yeah, but they're dirty and all that, they're only as dirty as the owner keeps them. If the owner that keeps pigeons has a dirty cage, that's not the pigeon's fault, that's the owner's fault. But guys, feel free to look up the pigeon world. You'll be blown away on how smart these pigeons really are. I've got to stick up for these guys, because if I don't, no one else will. But feel free to look up the pigeon world and study the pigeons, and you'll be blown away how smart they are, and then you might have a different opinion on these poor guys. And also, by the way, if you see them in the streets, don't feed them bread. Bread gives them canker. That's a bird disease. What that does is it's a slow disease. Bread and the wrong foods for these guys will kill them. So you've got to be careful what you feed these pigeons. What I do is I feed them good nourishing pigeon food. That's got all vitamins and all good stuff for them that what pigeons should eat. It's like dogs. If you feed a dog the wrong food, it's no good for them. Or any animal. You've got to be careful what you feed your pet animals. Alright guys, that's a quick blog on these grouse-looking pigeons and smart birds.